the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have, this is a special meeting, it's an emergency meeting. One item on the agenda and one item only. There'll be no public comment. The board feels that we've heard it many times. We've heard both sides. There's nothing new to be said. And so there'll be no public comment. I do want to make a couple short announcements. As I did on April the 3rd, Monday, April the 3rd, which was our first meeting as a new board, appointed Merv Lizzie Police Commissioner, and that still stands. After this vote, we'll go home, we'll enjoy our weekend, and next week, as early as I can, I will reach out to you, the board, so that we can come together next week, as early as we can, as I said, to have an executive board meeting on personnel issues, and to even be more specific, which I don't have to be, police department personnel. And there'll be a lot to discuss amongst, when we're all together. And I know that a few of us have some things to say, that'll, positive things to say, that'll help the village quite a bit with the police department. Now, after this vote is taken, I'm asking you, let's don't clap, let's don't boo, let's don't whistle, let's don't do anything. Okay, let's just don't do any of that. We don't need to do any of that. Take a vote. It's over. We don't need any antics after the vote, okay? So please. I'm going to read a resolution. Yes, right. You have one? You have one. Village of Highland Falls Board of Trustees, resolution approving a modification to the disciplinary settlement agreement dated February the 10th, 2017 with Kenneth Scott. Whereas Kenneth Scott was served with a notice of discipline on January 3, 2017, an amended notice of discipline on January 26, 2017. And whereas Kenneth Scott interposed answers to both notices of discipline in which he denied the allegations and raised certain affirmative defenses. And whereas Kenneth Scott and the Village of Highland Falls reached a resolution of issues raised in the notice of discipline, and such resolution was reduced to writing, and a disciplinary settlement agreement dated February the 10th, 2017 was signed by both parties. And whereas the disciplinary settlement agreement was accepted by the village board of the Village of Highland Falls at a meeting of the village board held on February 21, 2017. And whereas by resolution dated June 19, 2017, the Board of Trustees identified certain modifications to be made to the disciplinary settlement agreement and directed its labor attorney to revise said agreement accordingly. And whereas a modified disciplinary settlement agreement was prepared and circulated to the Board of Trustees for review. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees finds and determines that the modified disciplinary settlement agreement accurately reflects the proposed modification identified in the June 19th, 2017 resolution and hereby approves said agreement. Be it further resolved that the mayor is hereby authorized to sign the modified disciplinary settlement agreement attached as Exhibit A after said agreement has been executed by Kenneth Scott. Be it further resolved that the modified disciplinary settlement agreement, if executed by Kenneth Scott and the mayor, shall supersede and replace the disciplinary settlement agreement dated February the 10th, 2017. Be it further resolved that the modified disciplinary settlement agreement shall, if executed by Kenneth Scott and the mayor, become effective as set forth in the agreement. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to modify the agreement between the Village of Highland Falls and Kenneth Scott.
Do I have a second?
I just want to say something. You know, this has been tough on me, and I think a lot of people out there know that. This has been real tough. There's been a lot of weight on my shoulders for this thing. This is probably, at my lifetime, if you think about how many residents are in this community. In every election, somebody loses and somebody wins. And this is all on me tonight, everything. No matter what, no matter what. First time in my lifetime here in the Village of Highland Falls, people are going to be upset at me. Okay? I can't please both parties here. I just can't do it. I wish I could. I've tried. I've tried my best to do that. But I want everyone to realize that I have put so much thought and so much research and reading things over and over and over again to try to base my decision. I've bounced around, I've done everything. When I ran my election, I ran to strengthen the police department, okay, to keep the Village of Highland Falls Police Department. That is what I ran on. I did not run on consolidation. I didn't. I see the morale up with the police department. Everything is going smooth right now. Again, if what I'm about to say doesn't please your side, I'm not going to apologize to you, but I'm just going to tell you to try to work with us on this. Okay? The only thing that I will apologize on is that I can't please both sides, and I've tried my best. I vote aye for Ken Scott.
You second the motion? Second the motion by Trustee Livesey. May I have roll call, please?
Trustee Alward,
No.
Trustee Livesey,
Aye.
Mayor D'Onofrio,
Aye.
Trustee Ramus,
Aye.
Trustee Murphy.
Motion carries. Thank you very much for coming.
Motion to adjourn.
What's that?
Motion to adjourn.
Oh, all right, that's right.
motion to close the meeting.
Motion to adjourn by Trustee Howard and second by Trustee Livesey. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.